Pretty be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
Hello, welcome to the shed shop. This used to be rotten, had trees growing on top of the roof. It was all messed up when I inherited the house. I inherited the shed when I bought the house. Anyway, I set about putting some new walls on it and a new roof. Raise the roof up a little bit. Did a metal roof. I got my buddy to paint the side, the front. I got a night to guard it. Some storage stuff back here, nothing important. But anyway, the point of this is that, I needed to make this into a workable space because it was just nothing before. So I've turned it into the shop to do my 2020 Boom Vader. It's a 125cc 4-stroke. It's like a Grom clone. But I got into a wreck with it, and then I dropped it later trying to do a wheelie, and snapped the timing chain because I broke some gear dogs in the transmission. And I was just like, what am I going to do? Buy another engine, or just what the hell am I going to do about this? And I decided I wanted to take it apart and rebuild it. It's something I'd never done. I wanted the experience, but I just needed a space to do it. You can't really do it out here. It's beautiful, but it just has to be, when the weather's good, it's nice, but it just needs to be undercover. Don't know how long it's going to take me to finish this project, being my first time. So I had to get, it's still a work in progress. The engine's together, but the entire project is not complete yet. So I still have some parts and pieces laying around. But anyway, I was able to turn this space around. These tires down here, these are going on the CB, the 73 CB. I just had to acquire tools over time. I acquired this air compressor in the build. And the air compressor is just huge if you have a bike. And, I had to inherit the nail gun to help finish putting, the walls and the roof on, and any additions I made, like this window here, getting this air compressor for free, and then getting a cheap nail gun and just acquiring tools that I needed. I was able to clear enough room out here and put, that'll be a weird view, but I was able to put this tool shed in there. I got 2 seats. It only really works with mini bikes. I could probably fit a full size in here, but I wouldn't be able to open the door. But anyway, it's just I set about getting the shop ready, turning the shed into a shop because, I wanted to do this project and I needed a space to do it. So I set that as my main goal. I spent a lot of time just painting. It's not perfect. It's just in workable, shape. I need to redo the floor at some point, but this was my goal, was just to get this, to a point where I could work on it, where I could work on things in here, and this bench would be usable and run power and rigged up. It's not the prettiest thing, but it's just, I got a fan there to keep the carpenter bees from chomping on the wood. They love the wood. I hate carpenter bees at the moment. They're my enemy. But the fan is really helpful, having that blowing all the time, and then I'll put this fan on somewhere when I need to. But anyway, all that to work on this. I dropped the motor, put it up on the bench, put a new jug on it. This is the T-Bolt 141 big bolt kit, and this is an Amazon YX140 head. Comes with upgraded camshaft, and a sprocket. I put a new clutch in here. I put a new clutch pack, and I rebuilt the transmission in this bike. It was all fucked up, and replaced the timing chain. So I was just able to do all these things and check a bunch of things off of my list just because I created this space to do it in. And I think these little Grom clones, these bikes are perfect to learn how to work on motors. It's just so simple. You dig in there and just what you see is what you get. It's literally, you take a part out and put a new part in. and voila, it's there. So I mean, right now I'm going for like a Kawasaki kind of vibe. I don't really like the Kawasaki Z, but I didn't really want to make it a Honda clone because I have a Kawasaki Ninja, so I want to make this like a little Ninjalini. Sorry, I mean, in the lighting isn't best in here, but let's open up the door a little bit, get some in. So if anyone was, you know, has a clone and has to do work on it, or whatever you have, if you have to do work on it, don't be afraid to do it. Just create the space for yourself, dedicate the time. I'm in the film and TV business, and we have a lot of time on, we have a lot of time off, and I was off for long enough to finally do this project. I'll do some more updates on the mini bike itself, but it's running. I'm breaking it in. No fairings on it, obviously. They're up there, chilling on the shelf. Put them on when it's time. Doing the final tune on my Mikuni VM 22-133. It's a genuine, not a fake. The bike is a fake, but the parts and pieces I'm putting in are genuine. Got this sweet little Kaji motor, dual pipe. Can't really see that, but looks nice. Anyhow, so yeah, bust that engine open. Make a space to do it in. It's gonna change everything. I mean, it changed everything for me. I had all these questions. What's in here? What's in that? What is this? Should I just buy a new engine? And the answer was no, just rebuild this one. I mean, where the hell am I going to put where am I going to put another engine? Nowhere. So yeah. Set the goal, create the space, and achieve.